Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to show you how to predict the next candlestick with candlestick psychology. Okay, so let's start now. I'm seeing a strong seller's entry with new low, so I'm going to place put option because of strong seller's entry engulfing this candle, rejection from strong seller's entry with new low, so I'm expecting seller's entry. Okay, a sign of weakness of sellers. I'm going to place call option because this is a sign of weakness. The sellers are weak here, so I think the candle also is exhausted, so I'll go with buyers here. Because this is an area okay, so the buyers also are exhausted. I'm going to place put option because the buyers also are exhausted, weak buyers with selling pressure, so I'm expecting a bearish candle. So I want to take 5 trade, so I think okay, I think the buyers want to go up, so that means I will take 6 trade. Okay, 5 trade. Now sellers entered. Okay, the market is somehow confusing and it's not stable. ATM, because of my entry, I'll place put option again because this is area. Candle got rejection from area of support, so there's still some gap. There's going to be a seller's entry. That is why I place put option. I got ATM here because of my entry, so I'll place 2 more trades. So now candle now close at this area of support, so it means the buyers will now enter. Very strong candle, very strong candle. Okay, still close in between this moving average. I'll go with buyers. Okay, so I go with buyers because it's still close in between this moving average. Margozu, no rejection from buyers, but the buyers will still enter. But I'm going to remove this moving average, it's confusing me. So one more trade, then I'll stop trading. You know, this is an area of resistance, becomes support, and there's a breakout. So once there's a breakout, buyers entered. Again, no rejection from sellers. I think the buyers will still enter again for 1 minute, and this will be my last trade. No rejection from buyers when buyers come to this area, so buyers will still enter again for 1 minute. Okay, so let's wait and see. Okay, so I won the trade. So I took 6 trade. I was planning to take 5 trade, but I took 6 trade because one gave me ATM because of my entry. So here I placed put option here because this is an area of support. This candle got rejection from the area, but it's still far. Sellers will still enter. We can see that by the time if seller will form a red candle here, they are already exhausted, and that is why I go with buyers. Because sellers are exhausted here, buyers will enter. And you see it again, before buyers could form a green candle, they are also exhausted. I go with sellers. Because buyers are exhausted here, I go with seller. But here I got ATM because of my entry. Okay. So when I place put option because this candle also got rejection from this level, this area of support. So sellers will enter because it's still far from this area, and this is a sign of reversal, and it seems the market is trying to go down here. Okay, so that's why I place put option. I place call option here because I check the level, I draw the level. This is an area, and again the moving average also is showing us an area, and if you check here, this is also an area of support. Okay, so this candle closed there with a Marbozu form, so I'm expecting a buyer's entry. That is why I place call option. But most of the time this candle form a strong red candle, assuming that this trend has already started. This minor trend has already started since by forming momentum of sellers. It will go more down, it will not reverse. That was what I was expecting, but I saw the area that moving average also is working there as an area, and also this is an area, so I'm expecting a bullish candle. That is why I place call option. I place call option here because if you observe this area of resistance support here, that's supposed to reverse the market here. When buyers come to that level again after this candle break it out, when buyers come to that same level, there's no rejection from sellers, a Marbozu also, so that means the buyers will still enter again, and that is why I go with buyers on the next candle. So when you are trading, always take note of areas. If you can't identify areas, that means you have problem in trading binary option. So you have to identify the area of support, area of resistance. If market come to area of resistance, you place your trade. If market come to area of support, you also place your trade. This is also area of support. This is also area of support. Okay, that is why still the candle still reverse here, and again the moving average also area of support. Okay, that is how you can place your trade, drawing levels and also analyzing the market. This is how you can place your trade. So these two candles are exhausted, so one exhausted candle are formed. That is a change of direction or change of trend. Even the trend also can be exhausted, but there's no exhausted trend here. Okay, so I took 6 trade, 5 ITM, 1 ATM. So if you like my video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.